Hello everyone, I am Golden Yashwani, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. I am here to present what is meant by formal organization. Before we need to know what is organization. Okay, in this session, in formal organization, in fact, on completion of this video, student will be able to explain why organization is necessary, and they can explain what is meant by formal organization, and they can also explain what is formal in organizational structure. Okay. Next, before we entering into the topic, we need to know what is meant by organizing. Okay, so organizing is the process of identifying and grouping the activities required to attain the objectives. Okay, so delegation authority, creating responsibilities, and establishing relationship for people to work effectively. So as a process, organization refers the process of determining, arranging, grouping, assigning the activities to be performed for the attainment of objectives. So thus the organization is a mechanism or structure which helps the activities to be performed effectively. So the organization is established for the purpose of achieving the business objectives, that is organizing. Here we are going to see what is meant by formal organizations and informal organizations. Formal organization. So formal organization is a type of group that is deliberately constructed and whose members are organized to achieve a specific goals. For example, churches, schools, hospitals, and companies are just a few examples. So modern formal organization allows us to accomplish tasks in the most efficient way possible. Okay, this is customer or market organization. From the video we can see the president. Okay? So the top level management we have president or CEO, chief executive officer. Then what are the staffs? Vice principal, vice customer, products, then small business market. Okay, so in this structure we can see the top level, middle level, and lower level organization. Okay, this is the formal organization. So in this picture we can see a formal organization typically consists of a classical hierarchical structure. Okay? So in which position, responsibility, authority, and accountability and the line of command are clearly defined and established in formal organization. So it is a system of well defined jobs with prescribed pattern of communication, coordination, and delegation of authority. So we can say, according to Allen, the formal organization is a system of well defined jobs, each bearing a definite measure of authority, responsibility, and accountability. So in formal organization, we can say the formal organization must be flexible. So the duties are given with a record amount of authority and responsibility to carry out the job assigned for each and every person. It creates a coordination between the worker to achieve the common goals. Then the intermediate relationship, that means the interrelationship of staff members can be shown in the organization charts and manual under the formal organization. So we can say organization charts are usually drawn. Coordination among the members and their control are well specified through the process and the procedures, rules, etc. Okay, so in an organization, formal organization, and the responsibility and accountability at all levels of organization should be clearly defined. Then what are the advantages? Since the definite boundaries of each worker is clearly defined, okay, so the conflicts among the workers is automatically reduced. Then overlapping of responsibility is easily avoided. So a sense of security arises from classification of the task, and it motivates the employees. Informal organization, okay, so informal organization, it is also is an organization which establishes the relationship on the basis of members interaction, communication, personal likings and dislikings, and social contacts within as well as outside the organization. Yeah, so the primary function of the informal organization is basically to maintain cultural values of people. When people can associate themselves with each other socially, they always feel a sense of togetherness. Yeah, so consequently, another function of informal organization is to provide a social satisfaction of members. So in informal organization, structure includes personal relations and interactions of people in the organization. So there are created naturally, informally and unofficially. Okay, so informal organization structure is a type of social network and can be analyzed with adequate method. And it arises naturally on the basis of friendship or some common interest, which may or may not be related with the work. For example, the typists work in the different departments may from the informal group due to similarity of work. So common language, common hobby, common habits may also lead to informal organization. So the informal organization relationship exists under the formal organization also. The informal organization gives a greater job satisfaction to the individual and result the maximum production. Then the advantages, we can say it fills up the gaps among abilities of the managers, and the presence of informal organization encourages the executives to plan the work correctly and act accordingly. So what are the disadvantages? We can say it indirectly reduces the effort of management to promote the greater productivity, and it spreads a rumor among workers regarding the functioning of the organization unnecessarily. So the quiz question: informal organization, which of the following is features of informal organization? The options are: it is established by formal managers, and second option is authority under informal organization largely flows upward to downward, and the third option, it is also pervasive and exists in every enterprise, and fourth option is all of above. Then the second question is: which of the following statement is true for informal organization? In this question, I have in this second question I already give the answer. So the option B is the correct answer. The options are: first option, informal organization structures are based on authority and responsibility principles. The second option is: in informal organization authority is earned and not delegated. Okay, this is the correct answer actually, because which of the following statement is true for informal organization? This is the correct. Then the third option is: most of the communication in informal organization is written in form of circular, notice, order, etc. Okay, this is also the wrong answer. Then the fourth one is: authority under informal organization largely flows downwards or diagonally. Okay, this is also the wrong answer. So the correct answer is: in informal organization authority is earned and not delegated. Okay. Okay, okay, thank you.